Good morning and welcome to Title Talk on December 3rd, 2018. I'm Karen Hamstra and here's what's new at the Marion Public Library. First off, the most exciting thing of the week, we have the new book page for December, and it has 200 great gifts for every reader. And truly, this is my favorite edition of book page for the whole year because it just has so many nice Christmas ideas. And this will be out for the first time this morning as soon as the doors open. So hurry, hurry, hurry and get your copy. And then I'd like to tell you about a book that released last week called Tony's Wife by Adriana Trigiani. She is the author who wrote Big Stone Gap, and I read this book, started last week and finished over the weekend. It is a really good book. It's probably my favorite one of hers since the Big Stone Gap series. This one is about two Italian singers, one from Detroit and one from Sea City in New Jersey, and they meet in the 1930s, just before World War II, and they come together and they go apart and they come together, and he goes off to war, and she mainly writes songs, but she also sings them. It's just a really nice book. Very good. You'll enjoy it. So what else do we have? Well, we have a book called Slave Stealers, True Accounts of Slave Rescues, Then and Now. This is nonfiction at 306.362. The author is Timothy Ballard, and it's about two abolitionists more than a century apart. They fight the same evil, human trafficking. The first one is Harriet Jacobs from her book Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl, and then Timothy Ballard is the second one, and there's a quote from his book Slave Stealers, which is this book. Here, this is just a Christmas novel. Isn't it just the cutest kitty cat on the cover? Christmas at the Cat Cafe, Can Miracles Happen? By Melissa Daly. And I think that is probably a feel-good Christmas story. Here is another Christmas story, Sally Kilpatrick, All My Stars. This has to do with a little town in Tennessee and what happens in the Dollar General Store parking lot. That would probably be a fun one. Here is a novel called Famous Adopted People. Keep reading, Karen. It's a novel by Alice Stevens, and in this one it's about an American teaching English in Japan, and her situation there has become a bit problematic, so she leaves there and goes to Seoul, South Korea with her best childhood friend Mindy, and it turns out they are both South Korean orphan adoptees, and Mindy is in South Korea to track down her birth mother, and Lisa wants to do the same, and I believe they have quite an adventure. And then we have another novel by Shelley Noble called Ask Me No Questions. It has kind of an Art Deco type cover. This is about Lady Dunbridge, and she is not about to let a little thing like the death of her husband to keep her from traveling to America to take Gilded Age Manhattan by storm. Of course, she didn't expect to discover her host dead in the arms of his Floradora girl mistress immediately upon her arrival, or his wife, her childhood friend, accused of murder. And she certainly couldn't have expected the really stunningly gorgeous police detective who investigated. So you can see that that would be a lot of fun. Then I have some more. I didn't do a very good job getting my stack over here. Do pardon my bit of unorganized behavior. And this is a new McCaffrey book. You probably all remember Anne McCaffrey. Well, this is by Gigi McCaffrey, who is no doubt related to Anne. It's called Dragon's Code, and it's part of the Dragon Riders of Pern series. And Gigi is Anne's daughter, and it's just in time for the 50th anniversary of Anne McCaffrey's beloved Dragon Riders of Pern series. And this is the first new Pern novel in 5 years. So if you like science fiction by Anne McCaffrey, give this new one by Gigi McCaffrey a try. And I have a few browsing collection books that I wanted to show you. I know a lot of people really get a kick out of the title of these, if nothing else. First we have Victoria Alexander, Deception with an Unlikely Earl. Kathy Maxwell has a new one called The Duke That I Marry. Nora Roberts, who is always very popular, Keep You Close. Rachel J. Good, The Amish Midwife's Secret. And a Western by William W. Johnstone, Die by the Gun. So, lots of things for you to choose from for your reading pleasure, and I hope you enjoy them. Talk to you next week.